And according to Derrick James, man, he says that nobody cares about that stuff. You for real? Kell Brooks switched up, but he only did it twice. So he's minimizing, saying that nobody cares about that stuff. Did he even ask the dude, you for real? Like looked at the guy that asked him the question. I looked at him funny, like, you for real? What does switch hitting mean? Switch hitting ain't nothing. It don't mean anything. He's saying that it's all based on athleticism. He's saying that Kell Brook did it twice and Earl plowed his way through that, which is very, very true. I just went back and watched that fight not too long ago, and that's true. Kell Brook tried about 2-3 times, and it didn't work for Kell Brook. But let's not make no mistake here, fight fans. Kell Brook ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Kell Brook doesn't switch southpaw and use the level of intensity or use it as consistent as Terence Crawford. Meaning that Terence Crawford, this is who he is. This is how we fight. With Kell Brook, it's just a strategy. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe it works. Maybe it don't. This is who Terence Crawford is. It's part of his identity. So if you're thinking that, because it worked because you plowed through Kell Brook, who didn't stay consistent with that style, who you've never known to really be a switch hitter. That's Kell Brook. That ain't Terence Crawford. Let's go to some other comments he said. He goes on, he says that if you prepare for it, then what's your benefit? That's some dumb shit, man. So he's saying that they're going to basically be prepared for Terence Crawford being a switch hitter. And something I keep telling everybody, that's a major difference than most. And if you're using in your breakdowns, well, if Terence Crawford goes to southpaw, well, it ain't going to matter nothing because Earl is a southpaw. So it's going to take away this. He's not going to have no advantages. If that's you, once again, remember, Emmanuel Latte was the damn southpaw. Oops. But if that still is you, remember, Terence Crawford is an orthodox fighter that fights southpaw. And that, to me, is a major difference than the traditional southpaw versus the southpaw. Yeah, they may cancel each other's advantages out. But what happens when you got an orthodox fighter that fights southpaw? Where the jab becomes a piston. Where if you want to switch it up and lay big right hands, that option is there too. That option ain't there for a traditional southpaw. I'm just saying. His jab, it will be a jab, sure, but it won't be a Terence Crawford jab. Not from the southpaw position. And the mobility and the velocity that he has on his jab by being an orthodox fighter, that's a major difference, bruh. A major difference. I think Derrick should know that, right? With your arrogant ass, man. He goes on and says that if you are a top tier fighter against somebody that has skill and technique, I don't think that it makes a difference. So he's saying that basically Earl got the skill and technique to deal with whatever Terence Crawford wants to do. And when you say skill and technique, look, no one's going to take that away from Earl. You won't hear Mainman saying it, that's for sure. I recognize his boxing pedigree. I recognize his amateur experience and stuff like that. I recognize all of that stuff. I really, really do. But I also notice that I don't see many, like, we know Earl got layers to his game, but let's not act like we see a lot of different Errol Spences and shit. Like, that's the biggest misnomer out there. We seen 2 damn Errol Spences. Okay? Mikey's Earl, then Mikey's Earl and Bundu Earl. But let's not act like that we seen all of these different Earls. Will the real Errol Spence please stand up? Well, let's not act like we're seeing a bunch of Earls out here. Oh, his style is so this and so that. He got all of this skill and technique. He has a beautiful jab. He has wonderful foot movement. Good foot placement. I give him that too. A good left hand, a good body attack. Got a lot of good things, but all of that shit can be nullified, in my opinion, with a rightly timed shot with a fighter with power. Something that he is really haven't faced like that. According to Derrick James, it's up to them to be able to deal with what you do or how you react to what they do. So what he's describing here is basically imposing. You do what you do great, and you worry about him catching up later. No regard. We got our plan A, we got our plan B. That's all we need. He's going to have to deal with it. That's Derrick James. But that's also Errol Spence. Did I not sit here and show y'all with the clips, everybody? Did I not sit here and show y'all that that is one of Errol Spence's biggest problems? The fact of he disregards stuff. Like he's so busy trying to impose himself that it leads to clippage. I have clips of the clippage. It leads to clippage, fight fans. And you see where it comes from. It comes from Derrick. They got to be able to deal with what you bring. But when you're so focused on staring and just keep coming forward and don't care, disregarding everything, when that happens is when clippage happens, fight fans. Just look, faces right to the chest. Don't care what you got. I'm in your range. I'm in your chest. I'm just going to punch. Man, I don't care what you got. I'm on top of you. And see, this is what gets him clipped. Look, just imposing, don't care, don't give a damn what you can do, what you can't do, and this gets you banged up right there. That's what I'm be saying, man. And this all starts with Derrick James. Derrick James instills in his fighters, you do what you do. You don't worry about what they got going on. You just worry about you.
Like I said, that piggybacks on what I said before. It shows that I'm the greatest fighter of this era. No man have captured undisputed in 2 different weight classes.
Teofimo did last week.
Teofimo definitely wasn't. He was lineal. Correction.
Stop the cap.
But he wasn't undisputed. Sorry, Derrick. Sorry, sir. You tried it. But yes, once again, I will be the first male boxer to actually capture the welterweight champion in 2 divisions, and that would solidify me as the greatest fighter of this era.
Definitely not, man. That's how Rank got the best.
Yo, what's up with Derrick James, man? He all cutting the man off and everything, man. You all loud and wrong. Oh, Teofimo ain't never been undisputed. Better yet, 2 times. Fight fans, Teofimo ain't been undisputed 1 time. Better yet, 2 times. What the hell is Derrick James talking about? What is no hating ass talking about? Oh, Teofimo, he cutting Bud all off and shit. Oh, Teofimo, you loud and wrong. Your hating ass, y'all don't you know an undisputed champion when you see one? Just look at Bud. They hating like crazy, fight fans. Come on, man. Teofimo. Look, man, let Bud have his moment. Look at hating ass Derrick James, man. Like Derrick need to cut it out, man. This energy he's showing, man, it's unbecoming of the toy. He's supposed to be trainer of the year. It's unbecoming of the toy, fight fans. That's all I'm saying. What's up with his nerves? Oh, Teofimo did it. Man, calm down, bruh. Calm down. You're all loud and wrong, man. Teofimo. Hey, what the hell you doing? Throwing Teofimo's name into it. He must have said that in the interview and ain't nobody correct his ass. And now you sitting there looking crazy to the world like you capping. You looking like Captain Crunch. All because you sitting here want to Teofimo did it. No, he didn't. He beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor had 1 belt, man. Josh Taylor was undisputed, sure, but he didn't have all of his belts. So he took 1 belt. Oh, he took, the lineal. The lineal and the WBO from Josh Taylor. Not all of the belts. And when Taylor was down at 135, he had all of them except the WBC. He had the WBC franchise. So he wasn't even undisputed at 35, with your hating ass Derrick James.